1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. What's up, y'all? Y'all know what it is. We are here with story time. It's story time. So let me tell you guys about how I became a champion. A champion of classic physique. How I won both of my classes without a coach.
Everyone needs a coach.
Okay, no coach, just Google. Hey man, I did it. First show, first win. So it all started with me, a lot of research, a lot of Google, a lot of research. I'm telling you, Google has all the answers. Any questions you have, Google. Tell them Adam sent you. I've been training for about 10 years, over a decade, just killing it every day, benching and squatting and deadlifting and doing all the gym stuff. And then I decided one day, you know what? I've been doing this a long time. I think it's about time that I get up on stage. I got up on stage and I posed my ass off. I was up there hitting the quarter turns in the back and all that double bicep bullshit. And I got the win, but I didn't win the overall. And I'm gonna tell you why I didn't win that overall. And now, I've always been one, to own up to my mistakes and admit defeat. But the guy that beat me was like a little leprechaun, okay? He was smaller than me, all around smaller than me. But I will give him one thing, he was a little bit more conditioned than I was. And the reason for that is because I had no coach and I cheated like crazy. I didn't have a strict, peak week protocol. I was carb loading, but I loaded too much. And I definitely spilled over come competition time. Had I, just stuck to my diet, like a lot of people say, there is no such thing as peak week. Just stick to your normal diet. It's been working for you. Follow it through to the show. Why would you switch it up? So I switched it up, being a noob and not knowing shit about competing. So I switched it up, and it cost me. Had this been a much bigger show, I don't think I would have done very well at all. But hey, I still won. I didn't do cheat meals. I didn't do refeeds, and that also cost me because during the last few weeks, man, I was shoveling down cakes, cookies, Oreos. I was at work. Now, I'm gonna tell you, this is a quick story, cool little story. I call it the oatmeal cookie. I was at work and I was about 1 week out, and a lady came to me. She's like, "Hey, you want this oatmeal cookie?" And I looked at her. I said, "Now I got competition coming up pretty soon, and I shouldn't be eating that." But I didn't say that to her. I said, oh yeah, give me the cookie. She gave me the cookie. I ate that motherfucker. I ate it quick too. I ate it like I eat. But I ate that cookie. We gonna leave it at that. And that's what just set me off. It set off the cravings of the sugar. It told my brain I need more and more and more. And this was 1 week out. I went up to the vending machine. I bought cookies. I bought Twix. I bought Oreos. I bought animal crackers, and I ate it all. I bought a whole box of Pop-Tarts. I ate it all. At about 9 o'clock p.m., 1 week out from the show, I was cheating every day up until competition. I was eating at least a Pop-Tart, a couple oatmeal cookies, just something bad. I couldn't resist anything. It was so hard for me to say no. And the reason for that is refeeds are key. Refeeds. That's the whole, entire kind of purpose of this, is to explain to you guys that if you're dieting for competition, I highly recommend refeeds unless you're super strict and you're good with diets like some people are. I, for one, am not. So had I been refeeding, I would have been used, to eating, getting my carbs in, getting a lot of sugars, and I wouldn't be craving them so crazy. So when I deprived myself completely of them, the cravings just overwhelmed me, and I went a little crazy. Prejudging went well. I went in there pretty lean, wasn't too screwed up, and they had me dead center. So I thought I was going to win overall. I'm like, okay, yeah, I got this. My uncle flew in from California, my grandparents from Tennessee, my parents came, my whole family came. And I was talking to them before finals. And I was like, oh yeah, I got this. You guys saw, they put me dead center. If they put you dead center, that means you won. So I pretty much figured, okay, I'm winning the overall, cool. So we went out to eat. Now this is where I kind of fucked up, not having a coach or anything. I went in there, I said, hey, you know what, waiter? Let me get a nice big old juicy burger, some big old greasy fries, and water. And he gave me all that, and I was just eating everything. Eating all that, and the shit was so good. Ate a piece of shrimp, and I'm like, hey, you know what? Time to rest up for the night show. So I was chilling, looking in the bathroom. I'm like, damn, I am bloated. I am really bloated. Like my quads had lost their definition. My stomach, I couldn't even vacuum. Everything was just like sloppy, and I was scared. I'm like, let me just try to sleep it out. So what we did was, I had a hotel with my family, but we only bought it for one day. So we didn't have the hotel that day. We just had to wait out in the hotel lobby for about 5 hours before the night show. I was just chilling in the chair trying to sleep before the night show. That didn't end up happening. So I got up there, went up on stage, bloated as a motherfucker. So I was competing for the overall. I went through my posing routine. I did all my poses on my all that good stuff and side chest and all that. And posing routine went well. I forgot one pose that I wanted to do in there. I left that out, but it's whatever. I did everything else. Didn't fall. Didn't really fuck up. We were up there. I was up on stage competing for the overall against the two other guys. The guy next to me, I thought I beat him. I thought he stood no chance. It was the guy on the end. I wasn't even in the middle. The winner wasn't even in the middle. That's how I kind of know this was kind of politics that made the winner the winner. Now the winner had competed with them before I found his Instagram. This was the second competition with the whole production I was with. He knew all the judges, he knew the people there, and he had a coach, of course, just like most people do. I guess I didn't want the new guy to come in and win or whatever, but I was bigger than him, all around bigger. I was a little bit leaner. He was, I'll say he was leaner than me. He was a little bit leaner because I bloated up. But so he ended up winning the overall. Posing, and then they said the pose down, 45-second pose down. I swear it was longer than 45 seconds. It felt like 2 minutes. It was so long, I ran out of poses to do. I'm like, okay, what else am I supposed to do? Like, I forgot. I didn't have any more poses to do. I pretty much hit them all. And it was so long, it felt like forever. So, and then they called out the winner's name. I'm like, hold on. Because I had seen everybody backstage. I'm like, I got this. I got the overall. I didn't even notice him. But he came and he won out of nowhere. So, another thing to take away from this, don't underestimate anybody. Stick to your diet, don't cheat. And if you can get a coach, get a coach. But otherwise, you better know what you're doing and you better not screw up. I recommend, there is no peak week, okay? Don't try to switch anything up. Just go in. It's better to go in flat and but shredded than bloated. I went in there bloated. So anyways, that is my story. So I hope you guys learned from this as I did.